Hi, this is Munson with Munson Music. I'm going to talk about how you can strum through a song called Half a Person by the Smiths. And we're going to end up capoing this on 2nd fret. And there's this cool little intro lick actually where you can play third or open E 3 times, and then 3rd fret on the B string 3 times, and then 2nd fret on the G string. Actually, the very beginning of the tune, that oh 3 3 3 2. And the chords that would kind of back that up would start on an F major chord. When we play F major, if you know the bar F major, we'll talk about an easy way to play this in a moment, but you do 1st finger across the entire 1st fret, 2nd finger on the G string 2nd fret, 3rd finger on the A string 3rd fret, and the pinky on the D string on the 3rd fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds like F major chord. It sounds really happy. Now a good substitute for the F major is something called F major 7. We play F major 7. 1st finger goes to the B on the 1st fret, 2nd finger on the G string on the 2nd fret, 3rd finger on the D string on the 3rd fret. And if you strum just the D, G, B, and E, then that sounds like F major 7. It sounds really happy. And then the 3rd fret on the B string is kind of getting backed up by a D major or a D sus2. We'll talk about both. The way we play D major, 1st finger goes to the G string on the 2nd fret, 2nd finger on the high E string on the 2nd fret, and 3rd finger on the B string on the 3rd fret. And if you strum just the D string to the high E string, that sounds a D major chord. Now another D major, or D chord, you may want to consider something called D sus2, which is where you lift off the 2nd finger of the D chord. So now I got 1st finger on the G string 2nd, 3rd finger on the B string 3rd. You still kind of strum the top 3 strings. And actually later on in the tune, there's this really cool lick around a D sus, which is where you take the D major and then take your pinky and add them in on the high E string on the 3rd fret. So you may want to kind of consider all 3 of those Ds actually at different points in the tune. The D sus2 though, it kind of has that 3rd fret on the B string actually, and I kind of lean in that way myself for the intro. And then from the D we'd be going to an A minor chord. We play A minor. 1st finger goes to the B on the 1st fret, 2nd finger on the D on the 2nd fret, and 3rd finger on the G string on the 2nd fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an A minor chord. It sounds really sad. So at the very beginning, what I would kind of suggest is taking the F and doing kind of a down, up, D sus2 with a up, down, up, and then hitting the A minor with kind of a down. So you got down, up, D sus2, up, down, up, A minor, F down, up, D sus2, up, down, up, A minor, down. So we want to think about kind of using that for the intro. And then from there, then we'll be going into our verse part. And our verse starts on F major, and then we go to a C major chord, and we play C major. 1st finger stays on the B string 1st fret, 2nd finger on the D on the 2nd fret, and 3rd finger on the A string on the 3rd fret. And if you strum the A string to the high E string, that sounds a C major chord, and it sounds really happy. And then from the C major, we'll be going to the D major chord. And actually on that D major chord there's this cool lick where you could kind of work the D sus into it and kind of come back to it. And then we kind of repeat that. We go back to F major, C major, D major, but then we go to the A minor chord, and then we go to a G major chord when we play G major. 1st finger goes to the A string on the 2nd fret, the 2nd finger on the low E string on the 3rd fret, and 3rd finger on the high E string on the 3rd fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds a G major chord. It sounds really happy. And then from the G we go back to our F major, and then we go to the D major, and then we go to a G major at the very end of our verse. Now a lot of times with a song like this though, to make it more interesting, I like adding something called a strum pattern. And one of my favorite strum patterns for a 4/4 like this is down, up, up, down, up. So we took the F and just tried that a lot. You'd have down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Now the weird part about our verse though is the F and the C kind of half, and actually later the A minor and G kind of half. And one way to do that halving is to kind of take the F and do a down, and then hit the C on the up, down, up in the strum pattern. So you'd have F with a down, C on the up, down, up, F on the down, C on the up, down, up. So we tried our verse with our strum pattern. We'd have F with the down, C on the up, down, D with the down, up, down, up, F with the down, C on the up, down, D with the down, up, down, A minor, down, G on the up, down, F, down, up, down, D, down, up, down, G, down, up, down, up. On the D chords through that part though, you may want to think about doing kind of a D with a down, hitting the D sus the up, and then going back to the D for the up, down. So kind of adding the pinky and subtracting it. So D with a down, down, D sus on the up, and D up, down, up, D sus, D down, down, D sus on the up, down. Could be a cool lick to throw in. So we tried the verse that way. You have F with a down, down, C on the up, down, D down, down, D sus on the up, D up, down, F down, down, C on the up, down, D down, down, D sus on the up, down, A minor, down, down, G on the up, down, F down, down, up, down, D down, down, D sus on the up, down, G down, 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 and then from there, we'll be going into our pre-chorus, and our pre-chorus starts on an E minor chord, and we play E minor. First finger goes to A on the 2nd fret, second finger on the D string on the 2nd fret. If you strum all those together, that sounds like E minor chord. It sounds really, really sad. Now another way to play the E minor though is to kind of swap out where we are for 2nd finger on the A string 2nd fret, 3rd finger on the D string 2nd fret. And what that kind of does is sets you up to go to an E major chord, where you do 1st finger on the G string on the 1st fret, 2nd finger stays on the A string 2nd, 3rd finger on the D string 2nd. That sounds like E major chord, and it sounds really, really happy. And then from the E major, then we go to an F major, and then a C major, and then we go back to E minor, E major, and then we end on an F major on our pre-chorus. And a lot of our chords actually are kind of halving that same way. So you start out with the E minor with the down, down, E major on the up, down, F with the down, down, C on the up, down, E minor on the down, down, E major on the up, down, and the F with the down, 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 all the way through our pre-chorus. So we tried that all the way through. You'd have E minor with the down, down, E major with the up, down, F with the down, down, C on the up, down, E minor, down, down, E major on the up, down, F, down, 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 and then from there, then we go into our chorus part. And our chorus starts on C major, and then we go to a G major chord, and then we go to E major, and then we kind of half an A minor and an F, and then we go back to C major, and then a G major, and then an E minor, and then end with an E major chord. So really through the chorus, the A minor F is the only place we're halving. So we tried it all the way through. We'd have C down, down, up, down, G down, down, up, down, E major down, down, up, down, A minor down, down, F on the up, down, C down, down, up, down, G down, down, up, down, E minor down, down, up, down, E major down, 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 and then from there, then we'll be repeating our parts for the rest of the song. Now the weird part is to play along with the Smiths. Instead of starting on an F chord, they're actually starting on a G major chord. So to play along with the recording, what you want to do is take a capo, and if you take the capo and put it on 2nd fret, now your F is really a G major, the D major is really an E major chord, A minor is really a B minor chord, C major is really a D major chord, G major is really an A major chord, and the E minor is really an F sharp minor, and your E major is really an F sharp major. But to take it from the very, very beginning, you might want to kind of kick it off with that lick that we were talking about. Or you can kind of back that up with the chords, with the F with the down, up, down, D sus 2, up, down, up, A minor, down. And then from there, then we go into our verse part. So we tried that with our strum pattern. We have the F with the down, down, C on the up, down, D, down, down, up, down, F, down, down, C on the up, down, D, down, down, up, down, A minor, down, down, G on the up, down, F, down, 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 D, down, down, up, down, G, down, 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 and then we'll be repeating that. So F down, down, C on the up, down, D, down, down, up, F down, down, C on the up, down, D, down, 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 A minor, down, down, G on the up, down, F down, 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 D, down, 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 G down, 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 and then from there, then we'll be going into our pre-chorus parts. So we tried that with our strum pattern. We have E minor with the down, down, E major on the up, down, up, F down, down, C on the up, down, E minor down, down, E major on the up, down, up, F down, 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 and then from there we'd be going into our chorus parts. We tried that. We'd have C with the down, down, up, down, G down, 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 E major down, 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 E minor down, down, F on the up, down, C down, 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 G down, down, back into our verse. And one other thing I would think about adding to the song is bass notes. And a lot of times on that first down of the down, down, up, down, you can throw in a bass note for the chord. So if you're doing the bar F major, you'd have the low E string for your bass. If you're doing the F major 7, you'd have the D string for your bass. I'm kind of working kind of a bass. Down, up, bass. Down, up, down. On the C chord, you have the A string for your bass. On the D chord, we have the D string for your bass. On the A minor, we'd have the A string for the bass. On the G, we'd have the low E string for the bass. And when we get to it, the E minor and the E major would have the low E string for your bass. So one way to use bass notes through the verse would be doing kind of on your halving parts, you do kind of a bass down and then make your change to the next chord. So we tried it that way through the verse. You have F with the bass, down C on the up, down D with the D bass, down, down, F with the bass, down C on the up, down D with the D bass, down, down, A minor with an A bass, down G on the up, down, F with the bass, down, down, D with the D bass, down, down, G with low E bass, down, down, and we'd be repeating that. So to F with the bass, down C on the up, down D with the D bass, down, down, F with the bass, down C on the up, down D with the D bass, down, down, A minor with an A bass, down G on the down, F with the bass, down, down, D with the D bass, down, down, G with low E bass, down, down, and then from there we'd be going into our pre-chorus part. So we tried that with basses. We'd have E minor with low E bass, down, E major up, down, and F with the bass, down, C on the up, down, E minor with low E bass, down, E on the down, F with the bass, down, down, and then from there we'd be going into our chorus part. So we tried that with basses. We'd have C with an A bass, down, down, G with low E bass, down, down, E major with low E bass, down, down, A minor with an A bass, down, F down, C with an A bass, down, down, G with low E bass, down, down, E minor with low E bass, down, down, E major with low E bass, down, down, and then we'd be repeating all those parts until we get to our outro. And then on our outro, it comes after the last chorus. You kind of be working the F to the C and then the D change, and we just repeat that over and over and over again. So we could do it with just down, down, up, and we'd have F with the down, down, C on the up, down, D with the down, 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 F with the down, down, C on the up, down, D, down, 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 F, down, C on the down, D, down, 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 F, down, C on the down, D, down, 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 or if we added basses to that, we'd have F with the bass, down, C on the down, D with the D bass, down, down, F with the bass, down, C on the down, D with the D bass, down, down, F with the bass, down, C on the down, D with the D bass, down, down, F with the bass, down, C on the down, D with the D bass, down. But that's the basics of how you can strum through Half a Person by the Smiths. So good luck!